bank money again. But I know that Dane's actually making more right now than he would if he moved to this job as an entry level.
Not by much.
That's what's sad.
Yep, going on 4 years now, and I've gotten one raise in the last 2. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
You've gotten a raise?
You guys are getting raises?
Yeah.
Is that meme?
What's that like?
Kind
I'm
of
in public
pathetic.
education. We don't get raises.
Yeah. Well, you should. I mean, everybody should be getting raises.
Yeah, but then you want to give me a raise, you have to raise your taxes. And that's when the wheels fall off that bus.
I don't mind
I don't
raise
fucking
taxes.
care.
I feel like teachers should get paid more than anyone else.
Yeah, I don't want dumb kids.
My aunt, who was a history teacher, made it very clear. And so I will never understand or accept why people don't appreciate taxes. Taxes pay for things.
You're basically...
Joe Biden's trying to change that.
Yeah, like...
I hope he does. I hope he FDRs it, because they're not going to work with him.
Yeah.
He's trying. I mean, at least he puts out the olive branch and then they slap it away and start screeching like apes and then throw their feces at him. But you know.
Then he sharpens the olive branch into a shiv.
Yeah.
Yeah, Biden doesn't give a shit. He knows how the game of politics is played, and he's good at it. There's a reason they didn't want him in the White House.
Well, they lost. So.
Well, no, I'm not talking about Republicans. I'm talking about Democrats.
Oh.
They tried to keep him on a leash for a long time because he kind of has a tendency of
opening his mouth.
Yeah, that.
I mean, I for years have referred to him as Crazy Uncle Joe. Because, oh, what shit did he say this time? Like when he said in the debate, when he was in the debate, he goes, "Come on, man." That's what Joe Biden stated. No other person would ever say that in a political arena except Joe Biden. Man.
I miss cussing Biden. I miss cuss guys out on the Senate floor.
Swearing Joe Biden.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I wish you guys could see it. It's tripping my thing. I'm tracing.
Oh god, is your graphics card dying?
No.
It's D on shrooms.
The problem.
He didn't say
He,
A and A.
he still does not deny that. Welcome to Oregon.
Yeah, it is
Here's
legal
your
here.
shrooms.
Oh yeah, you guys legalized all that. How's that going?
Psilocybin.
Probably great. We're not going to
Psychedelic.
really know until like another year from now when they finally get like the dispensaries and stuff like that all running.
Figure out how they're going to piss off the federal government by doing it. Get raided.
We should just do the Portugal thing. We really should just do the Portugal thing. All
What?
encompassing.
Legalize everything?
Yeah. We should just get rid of all those things, decriminalize all drugs, as crazy as what it would sound like to other people. You decriminalize the whole goddamn gambit of drugs, and they just go, there's no resistance, no market anymore, because the people that are like going
You
out
have
to
too
buy
many
it.
lobbyists, though. You have too many lobbyists that are making money off of those things being illegal.
Right.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to argue that, but I'm saying the real solution is to just legalize all of it. And the thing about that is that Portugal is mostly drug-free despite that. That's the funny part.
It self-regulates.
Yeah.
In California, before marijuana was legal, I used to hear from students all the time when we'd do political debates.
Mhm.
It always came up. It was a big issue. Every kid was always talking about wanting to do it. When it becomes legal, hey, you guys want to debate, legalizing marijuana? Nah, we're cool.
Yep.
It makes it a non-point because
Yes.
it's not illegal.
Yeah.
You can do it.
You cannot have some sort of moral standing whenever shit's like whatever, because it's whatever. What?
Prostitution's
see
legal
the,
in parts of Nevada, and there's not huge lines.
Birmingham mayor who vacated 3 decades of cannabis
Oh.
convictions.
On 420, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard about that.
My
Fucking
personal
420.
favorite was Marshawn Lynch. showing up to dispense weed in Oakland.
We're gonna get there slowly but surely. It's starting to happen.
I heard a bill got proposed in, I think, the Senate to decriminalize marijuana.
Yeah. Yeah, they're looking to make it federal.
If they can do that from a federal level, that'd be a pretty big boon.
Yeah, they have to because it's the feds who put it on the. I don't think it's a class 1. I think it's like a class 2.
You mean controlled substance?
Yeah.
Well, as invigorating as this slightly politicized conversation is, you guys have got an outsider to go thrash.
We do.
Don't forget
So to
to
make this
throw up
really-
your music.
Easily to make this go. Which way is Ivar's danger sense directing him?
It's not.
It's like eerily quiet.
He's like, up, down, left, right, man. Mm-mm.
I see like his prick points him in the direction he needs to go.
Hence the bathrobe.
I forgot he has a bathrobe.
He's like,
And
his
now
hips are
he's
swaying.
still looking at the blank space where the box
Like
should
a
be.
divining rod?
I was just gonna say that he's got a
Oh, is
dowsing,
there a hole in the box?
he's got a dowsing dong towards the freaking enemy.
Thousand dong.
Is there a
His
hole in the box?
The shoebox is the dick in the box.
It's my dick in a
That's
box.
a classic SNL.
It is.
I feel sad for the people that actually took that as a legitimate means of gifting their wives. Especially,
I do not feel sad. Because the hole in the bottom of the popcorn has been a thing for like 50 years.
yeah, there's that, and then there's like, the dick in the I'm just thinking about it for us chubby white dudes, man. It's just like, we got nothing to show, you know? Not really. We gotta work up to it, especially when you start getting up in your 40s and 50s. You gotta be like, you just gotta pump that shit up for a minute. Like,
Welcome to Shadow.
yeah. I love
The
this
one
game.
part of Barrick that's not Cybertronic yet.
Yeah, right. He does not have the Mr. Stud enhancement.
He does not.
Nope. It's all good because I'd never let him use it, not publicly anyway. Privately, sure. All right.
Fire and sunflower rounds.
Yeah.
I mean, I was only going to mention. Have you guys seen The Boys on Amazon?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've gotten up to the second season, and I haven't finished it. I want to get through it.
So I'm just going to say that there's a scene with a special individual who has a weaponized member that acts like a whip.
It's like the fembots.
Scott, would you say that's like not spoiling anything and just
That's good.
okay?
That's damn good.
So this superhero was made by my 12-year-old son. I
Does he
understand.
have, does your son make whiplash penises?
Dude, he's got such a dirty mouth and a mind, like, right after my own heart. There's nothing I can say. It's definitely genetic.
I got nothing here.
I just keep that shit to myself. That's what I do. He hasn't learned that part yet.
God, I had forgotten about that character though, Bill.
You're welcome. That
He
will
is
haunt
not-
your dreams.
Hey,
He will
Well-
not make a cameo in my Shadows game. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Ah, gotcha, Scott.
Well, the problem is I remember what went through my head when I saw it, and it's a line from some Eminem song, and he goes, dun 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 dun, dun. Go get your dick. Okay.
Out of our system.
I think so. I think all the commercials are gone. We'll see where it goes from here. All right, we were trying to figure out what direction he was in, not dick whips.
Yeah,
No,
because
no
we
dick whip.
like Riv threw a ton of
I
hurt
threw a ton of damage at him. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like very cinematically, and then he got shot, stabbed,
308
whipped,
damages.
and then he poofed out. But he just went invisible or something, right? He's still around.
And
Yeah,
he
still
did
around.
react to the, and then Ivar's little trick actually was what freaked him out because he did react to it. So
Yeah,
that
you've
just
got-
leaves John. With
Oh, we
just
do
like
have a problem though. I left a note that says the box was in the direct line of the blast he sent at us.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
You've got two
Yeah.
issues. You've got your outsider, and the box may be either damaged or destroyed.
I have a shoebox.
That's what you said last week too.
Yes,
the first thing you said.
exactly in that way.
Yeah. So
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm gonna kind of run with what we were discussing in chat,
All right.
but first we have to find the box, and we're probably gonna have to weaken him some more. I mean, it's fucking Pokemon.
I was gonna say we gotta weaken him down and then throw an Ultra Ball.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gotta be a Master Ball, dude.
Well, you don't have to weaken him if it's a Master Ball.
That's true.
Come on, Ken.
The shoebox is the Master Ball. We just didn't know.
So yeah, the direction which it seems to be sporadic, you're picking him up in multiple directions, and he's shifting positions rapidly. Because your danger sense is pointing like a compass anywhere he appears.
Would Riv know, with Riv sort of dealing with magical items, would Riv be able to figure out the integrity of that box without even seeing it get blast? Or would Ivar know with an occult roll?
Well, you'd have to find the box first to find out what sort of damage.
Yeah, we
if
need
any,
to
has
find the
been done.
box.
Yeah, because it's
I was
missing.
like,
So
yeah,
John
it's
has
like
an
in a cloud of.
Well, no,
Yeah, there's a
I know a
bunch of
tank.
debris
If a,
and-
enough debris hits a tank, I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh my god, it ripped it to shreds. It's still going to do what a tank does. But if it's made of like a piece of paper, it's kind of flimsy. You're going to have a hole in it.
So the Colt's gonna try to track the box because he's freaking out. Where's the box? So
We're
when
still in
we-
encounter mode, aren't we?
Oh,
yeah, we're
yeah.
doing our Arcana
So
check.
we have to actually do our not a.
Oh yeah,
initiative
and
or
we
anything, but-
maintained our luck.
Yeah. So, most importantly, right now, like the combat is still kind of like present. Have go back here. Gotta find this fast. Do. Did I put something in there?
Yeah, Derek's just gonna be looking around and cycling through his, infrared, UV, heat, whatever, vision.
Yeah, and John's just gonna try to track the box with spirit and correspondence. I've got an idea of what I want to do, but I'll wait for when it gets to that point. I'm gonna just give it 1 second.
Yeah, if you want to make an awareness check, anybody can do it. If you want to try and spy the box from where you're at, you still have that counter reality field sort of causing that faint warble around the party at the moment.
I have a quick question. Can we're all going to do awareness for that, but can John, because the box is kind of an otherworldly force in of itself, and he had exposure and proximity, can he utilize spirit to kind of track and reach out to where the box may be?
Oh, whoops! I did 1d20. No, I did 1d20. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a little bit more realistic.
So is that something that he can potentially go with?
I kind of missed what you were trying to get at there, Bill.
So I was kind of thinking of utilizing his magic to utilize spirit as something that that his comprehension of otherworldly forces, because he was in proximity with it earlier and holding the box to kind of track its signature.
Okay.
So basically, kind of, feel for its specific presence or resonance.
Right.
It's metaphysical.
You could also use spirit to kind of do that wherever there's like what you'd be detecting is sort of like shifts in the veil, technically speaking.
So, correspondence.
Correspondence would be a hell of a way to do it because you could actually create a mind map of the entire area. Correspondence would allow you to actually determine everything in the space out to a certain range.
Okay.
Correspondence would be great for that.
Then let's do correspondence because he has his let's do the correspondence and then we'll kind of.
Does it have like a smell that your hunter alter ego could find? Or not,
Your
occultish
alter ego
smell?
actually, his abilities are reality warp. So what he does is he warps reality to track things, if that makes sense. It's a weird way of approaching his tracking, which is why he can do.
So is he almost like inverting reality to be able to see it from a different perspective?
Yeah, so he sees, by changing reality, he sees where he needs to go. Versus, that's why when he created the forest, he was walking through the forest, tracking a target, no problem. This is more specific and needs to be isolated. The gentleman can't track it because it's not a being that commits sin. So John's thinking outside the box.
Smart John.
By the way, that meme you posted about, I just cranked the lawnmower in front of the first time in front of his wife and kids. Okay, so John's just kind of doing his general John what the fuck moment. So we're gonna spend 5 arete to track, and go from there. And actually do the correspondence to understand the entire environment, in particular, where's the enemy, and more importantly, where's the fucking box.
Out of curiosity, how much Isafar do you have left?
I had 25, now I'm down to 20.
Oh.
So 5d10, fail is 1. Where's my target?
It's actually going to be a 6 because you're doing a very basic spell.
So based.
So 1 result.
Yeah, that's good enough. So
Good enough.
you expand your senses out into the area. There's only a weird sense of resistance from the counter reality sphere that you guys are kind of locked up inside of. But you push beyond that as the material that you're following with your feet just spreads out, and sure enough, outside of a strange gap that you get with the defenses that you have up, you manage to acquire a sense of every pebble, rock, stone, debris, rebar that's sticking out of the walls. Everything is starting to become very much aware. You're not seeing it, but your whole body is seeing it. I'm trying to imagine
How
if
does
you're...
his mind not melt with all that?
Huh?
How does his mind not just melt?
32 other minds. So
Because
it's all right.
he has because it is
Fair
literally a raw awareness. So I just watched that the other day. But
Oh, it's like in the Dresden Files, the guy when he has the domain loci or whatever, or genus
Mhm.
loci or whatever. He's just like the answer is just there. It's just an awareness.
When he's on his island.
Yeah, demon reach.
yeah. So you just have an awareness of where everything is. You can sense it, feel it, know it where it's at, and you can feel the damage that's been done to the area around you. You can also feel the contaminants that have risen up with all the dust particles and everything else. Like you're very potently aware now of how everything fits around you. There is, seeking out with this sensibility, knowing its dimension from what you had in your hand, you actually do find the box somewhere in the debris, roughly 35, 40 feet. You know, it's going to be about 40 feet actually, from where you guys stand behind where the blast, because you're standing out in front, the blast hit in the front and it blasted off behind you, but it's crushed up underneath some of the debris that was actually blown free from the buildings behind where you are all standing.
Okay, so it's under some debris.
Yes.
Is the debris
Well,
like heavy?
if you stretch your intention a little bit further, all you have to do is go in there. The dimensions of the box are in not good shape. So there's a chance that it's probably destroyed or wrecked in some way.
Oh.
Does he sense the target?
There is movement, but it's fast and chaotic, to say the least. The way that it is emerging and disappearing, it's basically moving around in various ways. That's when you actually pick up on what's happening next, because the ground, the space, and everything around everyone is beginning to shift, all of it. You actually feel the matter beginning to reconfigure itself. Try to think about what it's like whenever you're like sitting in a car and you have that dip and then it just suddenly goes back up and your stomach goes out your asshole. Like, you're starting to feel that sensation.
Okay. So John's going to react to that.
Yeah.
So you just, John's just kind of sitting there. He's looking, and then he locks on like a debris. You see him focus on a very specific spot. And then his expression just goes cold. And he just bellows, "Clear the area! Run! Scatter!" And as he bellows that, he just kind of bursts forth toward the box. But as he does that, you just kind of see the smoke just pull upon his limbs, and the crown dig further into his scalp as like blood starts to run down, and you just hear the click of plates as it just kind of, the armor just starts to form upon him. So just as he's kind of moving forward, and like you just hear John's voice, concerned, which is, "Everyone scatter!" And then it just becomes that cooler voice, "Move!" So it's just like that transition between, here's John, here's Johnny. And he's going to book it straight to the artifact.
Yeah, with everybody else's awareness, since you guys weren't able to identify where the box was located by sight, with you being all observant, you're actually finding that the environment in and around yourselves is becoming different rapidly. There are shifts of dark veins coming out from the concrete, even the section where there was like magma and, explosive forces just pushed in from John's magic. Even that is starting to fill up with some sort of vaguely obscure liquid that you can't identify. The area is becoming entirely different, alien, and it's shifting.
Can Ivar check it?
Do a little taste test.
Yeah, he's like on the ground.
Right.
It's got the mild musk of crazy.
You know what? That's some good pure evil right there.
That's some refined evil I see there.
You should see what happens when I go to the bathroom in the morning.
That's pure evil.
Rubbing the evil all over his gums.
So you can check away. What skill are you going to use for it? That's the only thing I got questions.
Well, I was actually curious earlier, if Ivar were to use awareness with his danger sense, could he more precisely pin down where the outsider is at or going to be at? I guess tactics would be more of a
yeah, you can try and do tactics to see if you can like more or less guess where he's going to show up. No way to actively predict, and his movement is shifting all over the place. That's why your danger sense is moving all around. But now you have him moving all over the place, and you have the entire area becoming a major threat simultaneously. You're able to parse the difference.
Can Ivar, with a tactics roll of 17, generally guess the pattern of these the shifts of the outside?
The patterns are random, and your guess is that he's not going to stop moving. He's got another plan.
He's pissed.
But in his shifting, is there a maximum radius? Do I know the radius that he's shifting around? Like, is he within the reality shift zone of Ivar?
Yeah, he's somewhere close in that proximity, yeah.
Okay,
You don't have an exact determination. You know the direction, not the actual distance.
got it. But Ivar's still farther down in the rotation for his actual action.
He's always last. His combat paralysis always makes him last.
Okay, so Ivar is just roughly aware. Great, that gives me time to think here.
So combat paralysis advantage for player. All right, so everybody's gonna have to split and move because the entire place is starting to transmogrify itself into something utterly alien. You can see the dilapidated buildings, the partial construction being twisted up into what looks to be almost like crystalline spires with various thorns erupting from out of them, and they're twisting together towards the top. The surface of the concrete doing the same thing, becoming almost chitinous whenever you're seeing that spread out from the strange pond that is where the magma used to be. It's happening quick. Everything around here is becoming twisted and dark.
But when you say everything, how is it like? Since we were taking a look around, I guess, is it like literally like all around us, or
yes,
just
it's
in
encompassing
like a tight
all
area?
around you. Yes.
All right.
So that
I think Scott's the next up on the initiative.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
Yeah, so Barrick can move very quickly. And
Yeah.
One could say.
with a mobility of 10. So I'm gonna move very quickly. But I think I'm gonna
With a mobility
move
of 10?
in the direction where John seemed to be headed, indicating the box is under debris and all that. Since I don't know where my target is, that's my new target, and I'm just gonna head for that. It's something I can do.
Yep.
So
Everybody needs to basically move right now because the target itself is gone. So it's like, Riv, where are you going to position yourself? So he's going to assist John. Riv's up.
I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump real high. Or actually, to coin a phrase from another show that's amazing, I jump good. You get it. You get it. So I was just outside. As I remember from last week, I just came out of the hole that was the building I was knocked into. So I'm gonna try jumping to the. How tall is the building that I came out of?
A single bound.
Yeah.
Well, so the building that you had, like...
Scott's got it too. Anyway, continue.
That was a funny gif, though. So the building that you came out of, that was just 3 stories. You hit the bottom floor, but you're trying to jump on top of that, or...
I want to jump on top of it, yeah, so I
just
can get a
right
scope
through.
out. Not through it. That's stupid.
Aren't you still all?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I could do it, but like, why waste the energy when I could just go use air's resistance instead of steel?
Yeah, you've got no idea how high you can jump right now. It's ridiculous.
I know. My strength is ridiculous right now.
Yeah, you can outdo most werewolves. That's the psychotic part.
You're like the bionic woman.
So yeah, my repositioning is going to be on top of building for scoping out and scouting and shit.
All right, so you're moving there.
Do I have to do like a jump or something? Like what?
Wait, what are these numbers? When it says jump, and it's got a number next to it, is that meters?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
I can jump 15 meters? Is that up?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, that can't be right. My number must not be right because isn't jump based off your body?
It's mobility.
Oh, okay.
But you do get a boost.
Oh, wait.
Because your strength is so high right now that if you tried to like jump anywhere, it would be so strength assisted. It's not even funny.
It would be like the Hulk,
Yeah.
jumping like building to building.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And then a mohawk android comes out and screams, "Break them!"
Break them!
With a Russian accent.
Yes, absolutely.
Almost forgot all my main stuff. All right. So, with you guys trying to move, that means that Ivar's had to drop his field because trying to pass through that would be dangerous. While that is going on.
Wait, are we like ditching Ivar because he can't move as fast as we can?
So far, nobody's picked him up.
Ivar's got a way out.
He always does.
He's gonna disappear like a fart in the wind.
Maybe literally.
I can see that.
Oh. Ivar, you're so lucky that he's at where he's at. God damn it.
Yeah, Ivar is just gonna teleport himself in the direction or space farthest away from danger, but near enough that he can still aid his friends.
All right, so specifically, Ivar, your danger sense kicks up to a high level. You know that something's coming and it means to do you harm. I need you to make a basically a dodge.
Ooh, it's coming for Ivar.
Yes. Because it ain't stupid.
God damn it, Ivar.
It knows the fact that you've got the shit that kind of do the same thing that's going on right now. So
Kill the wizard.
15. Ivar threat.
Okay, roll a d100.
99.
Damn, dude.
Too bad.
How badly am I fucked?
Don't know yet.
That's about as close to a 1 as you can get in this kind of roll, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. What's your armor, Ivar?
Oh, god damn it. His armor's actually pretty damn good, actually.
Yes, yes it
And
is.
don't you forget you have a bracelet.
91, and he has his magical attacks become mundane, and then I have my warding bracelet.
Right. Well,
Remember,
so,
you became like the tankiest character.
right.
And it has a -6 penalty still to its rolls.
It's actually got a negative
Right.
9 because of the amount of damage it's taken. I've taken that into account. Ivar's roll just sucks.
Oh,
Oh.
It sucks so bad it's almost good. It's Gandhi on the nuke scale.
So the mischance didn't fire off this time, so it wasn't allowed. It didn't stop the mystical attack here, but the 91 armor is definitely good. So yeah.
Hey,
It
I
was
think we,
nice knowing everyone.
I think we have one more of those cards, don't we?
A third silver card for Ivar.
I think we gave it to him.
Yeah, you did.
You guys used them all. Only thing I have going for me is I have my magic vampire ring, my bloodstone
that's right.
ring of healing, and then all of my warded magical armor.
Let's just do some bloodletting on him. Just like.
So basically what happens is that he's standing there trying to ascertain what's going on, clearly seeing all this happening, the fields dispersed. The ground that he was standing in flowers with these sharp, like, tines, almost like mobile thorns that just kind of spring outward and then go curling in, snagging him in place, 5 of them.
Damn, dude.
Yep. So, yeah, he's...
Are they like grabbing my legs? Are they grabbing my arms?
No,
Are
they're stabbing in random places, which is why I'm rolling.
Right in the groin.
Yeah. So
Just right through the old stab injury.
Oh God.
there's 5 of them. So let's see where they land. None of them are the head. That's good.
That is very good.
The
Fucking
liver.
Squishy.
Okay, so yeah, this is 10.
One hits your liver and is burned away by how...
All limbs.
It pours out alcohol. No,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
it's like the leprechaun. No, I got to get my gold back.
Like, Ivar loses an arm, and then an alcohol, like,
Oh,
like
like
the
the black
Terminator, the silver, like silver of the Terminator is actually living alcohol. Comes with the arm.
He shifts reality to create his own new arm.
7. So both arms, 2 in the right leg and 1 in the left.
So
Yeah, dude.
arms, both, and then you said left
Yeah.
leg twice.
Left leg twice, yep, and 1 in the right.
God damn.
Ow.
Yeah.
Ivar is just like. Like, I feel like Ivar now is like pinned back in a crucifix style. Like
Well,
he's gonna have stigmata.
Imagine just like, well, he's kind of like this, as he's got like 1 here, 2 in the right, and then 1, he's got 2 in the left and 1 in the right, and so he's just standing there stunned while these curled like claws are from the ground, and they're that strange crystalline material just penetrated all the way around.
Damn.
So the thing about that is that you're going to end up taking, because I forgot about it's lucky that it's the limbs and not the torso, because it means that the amount of like lethal damage is reduced. So, you've got, I got to make sure I calculate this in my head right. Yeah, so it's 5. Yeah, it's all in the limbs. So, shit balls. That's 60, even with the reduced damage.
Don't worry, Ivar. I know a guy who can give you some metal arms.
So that is 60 damage, dude.
Damn, dude. Just we start off and just kill him off, huh?
Well, he is technically dying because, like I said, they didn't hit the torso, but he's like going to be stuck and frozen in this like shaking. He's like screaming at the moment because he's got pierced all the way around. But if he's left in that condition for too long, he will die. There's still got to be like he's got some time to bleed out.
He's gonna be taking 60 damage over time. We
Oh
a
no,
dot going on.
I can tell you right now, Ivar doesn't have. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His health max is the 4, so his health is.
How many health levels has he got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
Plus
yeah.
his.
He's only got 28 hit points.
Yeah,
So-
plus the magic 15 he has. He's only at 43. He's still at a. Ivar is just like shocked and stunned right now, and
He'll be struck.
he's gonna go fast.
Yeah, he's gonna be struck unconscious, and if you guys can't clear the combat out before, the other thing too is that because these are punctures, he'll be encapsulated and held there, because you don't see them retract and pull out and leave him. They just stay in there and leave him pinned in this awkward, gruesome pose. And the thing about that is that he screamed for half a minute and then he's just out cold. So the thing about that is he's not losing a lot of blood through the areas and where he's been punctured, but if they went like that, he'd bleed out in 30-40 seconds easy. So he's still got a chance to survive if medical attention's offered, but as far as the damage is concerned, he's toast. So it's a matter of, can we get there and get this finished in time?
Well, the good news is Barrett can touch him if he's unconscious.
Yes, that's true.
Wait, could you not touch him before?
No,
No, just
it'll freak out his instrumentation.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
self-imposed problem.
yeah.
Hold on. Ivar's not able to do his touch of Nirvana, is he?
With the amount of damage you've got there, you'd have to make you can make a body roll to stay conscious. Like you'll have to do it at an like it's literally a 1. You'd have to roll a 1 on a d10. I mean, best of luck.
No.
Jesus, that was close. Oh, that hurts.
Does he have?
If only you
does
had
he have-
luck.
Does Ivar have any luck left?
I don't know. Does he?
He's got
Um,
1 point of luck.
Doesn't
He
have
burned it
luck.
How did I remember that? A week later, I remember. Ivar's got 1 point of luck left.
I've only spent 2 points of luck. So
A mechanic that, like, basically he could use luck to reduce a roll.
yeah, who would ever use luck to go downwards?
All right. So
Spend negative luck to. Oh.
So, John, you're rushing for it. You manage to get to where the rubble is. You start to clear it out. The area is still like changing over. You can see where the debris is. This calcification is starting to erupt with all of these strange crystalline formations starting to seal everything up to tighten it and make it less amenable for you to even get through it. When you hear that, you hear Ivar scream from behind as he's like now held up in this god-awful pose with these incredibly cruel-looking spines piercing through his body in 5 different locations.
To my question.
Let me see it. It doesn't matter when you spend it, so you can do that. Hero
We're gonna
moment.
do that.
Are you mid-fight spending IP?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's having that hero moment, you know, that whole thing where it's like, yeah, exactly. Bam! Some resource he never knew he had.
Because
So
he cares
now-
to Ivar that
Into a
much.
medical nurse.
With the big
Oh,
titties.
Personality
Oh,
38.
God. So, on has been assumed by, like, the Crown of Thorns.
Right.
Is that cold, emotionless beast. You've got the voice of, like, you can just imagine, like, John just, like, hammering against a window in a shield, like, fucking do something, you stupid, miserable God. And then and you can imagine, like, the bastard, like, coming to the front door and says, yes, I mean, what? Are you agreeing with me? Because the bastard one's out because his drinking buddy just got killed. So as he does that, we're going to spend, because he's got the 2 actions because of the melee associated with his thing. So his first action is going to be fixing that spreadsheet so it constantly stops doing that shit. On the
Marvelous.
one, like, I'm clicking and the spreadsheet's just going like this. Every time I do something, it goes. That's annoying. And he's going to, because he has 3 prime and now 1 element of life, he's going to use 4 Arete. Okay, so now he's down to 16.
Let's do the carbon
16.
freeze.
Well, actually, he's going to. He's gonna pump it into to basically give Ivar back his life, like regenerate. Essentially,
Yeah,
You're doing it
trying,
in reverse.
You're basically trying to
Yeah.
regenerate him. Yeah. The
trying
mechanic.
to regenerate.
Yeah. So
he's doing it off the principle of his own understanding of regeneration, because he actually has the level 2 regeneration.
Mm-hmm.
And so he understands how the body can physically just manifest. So he has a full understanding of how to reconstruct the body
Right.
from his own experience. So it's not like he doesn't have knowledge. He has firsthand personal knowledge of how to regenerate. And then he's going to employ it on Ivar.
He's gonna come back ripped.
Right. So you're just gonna try and cause a regeneration effect. That part works. Let's just see how many successes you get.
That's 4d10.
Dear God, what are you doing to Ivar?
He's gonna become Frankenstein's monster.
Well, he's going to give you a new liver. You're not going to be so morbidly obese, so we're going to look about you being in healthier lifestyles. And you became vegan.
He comes out with like a 6-pack instead of his belly.
So 4d10 exploding, fail 1. What's my target?
8.
8. Okay. So we're going to spend luck. I have 8 luck. So we're going to get rid of that one.
Boosted it. Yeah. Okay.
So I've spent 3.
Still.
All right.
And then he's going to boost that 7 to an 8.
Okay. You've got lucky, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you only spent 2 points.
So 2 points. And then he's going to spend another 2 points. So he spent 6 luck total
Okay.
after his previous experience. So that's 2 degrees of success.
Okay.
3 more to save Ivar.
So
You gotta hit 5 if you want to get him.
So do I have to hit 5?
Huh?
Do
well-
I have to hit 5?
So in this case, the what you're trying to do is heal the body, and with the way that like with a living being, and the rest of it, he's unconscious. The body itself has been damaged, and you're not gonna have to hit the 5 like it would be if you were trying to create damage. Specifically, you're not trying to damage or rip the body apart. There would be it's considered to be an automatic consent to do the healing aspect. Like the body's not going to reject regenerating. So you've got you shaved off 20 points of damage with that roll. So all of his catastrophic failures in the body have stopped and he's stabilized, but he's still dying. It's just not as quickly.
So I'm going to use my second action to do, because he's just kind of looking back because he's got his hand like over the box,
Right.
like this, like diverting his attention, and then you just hear this like growl that
Right.
just resonates, and just you can feel his magic just kind of like he's annoyed that he didn't succeed the way he wanted.
Yeah, but can I jump in with something? The moment you do that, you see on Ivar's finger this blood red gem just start brilliantly shining, this beautiful blood color, and then all of a sudden it just disappears and the gem is now completely clear. And his ring automatically gave Ivar an additional 15 health
Oh wow.
off of what you gave.
Okay, so what's our deficit now?
Right now,
I-
you've got 35 out of 60, so he's at 25 damage.
Okay, so we're gonna pump another 4 Karate, so he's down. We're now down to 10. 10 SFR.
Scott.
That's amazing.
Damn it! You know how much
Deal with
Destiny we've all been playing lately.
It's been a lot.
That's a good one.
Okay.
I like
so
the fucking
here we go.
emoji. That's the best part. Just
I'm reading all that Dungeons and Destiny stuff, and it's like, your turn starts, you die. Next person's turn starts, they die. Your turn starts, you're brought back to life, you die again. That would be so hard to run. As long as you're in the light, Ghost just keeps popping you up.
yeah.
Yeah, I read some stuff on there, how to make it so it's actually challenging. But in
I know how to
standard
make it
encounters, you're
challenging.
unkillable.
Oh,
Being
fuck you. So do
dark.
I.
Yeah, Bill
I,
has some
I
ideas.
still want to create the Destiny 2 D&D game, but throw everybody into my Doom campaign after running them through some standard stuff. It's just sort of
That's
I would
cool.
tear Earth to pieces. Zavala would have his work cut out for him. Okay, I would make that man hurt, and he would earn it. He would think the Hive were frickin' pancakes.
So target 8 again, or does
Yes.
the target change because he's a little bit better?
No,
It's a moving
it's 8.
target.
It still is. You're in a combat situation trying to use magic you've just discovered.
Oh
Within
shit!
the last 3 seconds.
Okay, ready?
Wait, are you telling me John cares?
Apparently he
It
does.
was the bastard. It was the bastard who cared.
Oh,
Whoa.
He cared a lot.
Oh!
Damn!
5 points over. So,
I fixed his liver.
the gruesome
Kid
aspect.
so much it exploded.
Yeah, the gruesome wounds that he suffers. So you're sitting there like just trying to focus out. Now, of course, here he is, this big, armored, demonic figure, suddenly radiating with this strange, iridescent force, and then he's just pouring this outward, and it stands in complete contrast to these like obsidian crystalline formations that are beginning to show up everywhere. Whenever he does that, there's the similar aura that goes around Ivar's body, and he starts to focus his attention on that. The force of light that surrounds his body is so intense at one point that everybody kind of goes a little dim, like your actual visual dampers have to lower the amount of illumination for your input just because of how bright it gets. And then you actually see Ivar's limbs literally regenerate themselves out of the tines, like it pushes the foreign objects out of the body, causing them to heal shut completely, and he just ends up crumpling to the ground because he just shapes himself out from where they've impaled, and you can see the grisly holes where they were seal completely up.
Damn.
Yeah, but he's still like, because his body's been through an incredible amount of trauma. Yeah, more or less.
So does that wipe out the remaining deficit?
Yes. Yep. With your 15 and his like now 50 points that he just gave you, yes. Not like the music isn't perfect for that.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Damn. Thank you for spending IP in combat.
You're welcome. It creates hero
Actually-
moments just like that.
You should in our
Hero.
player's handbook we got to add the fact that you can spend IP in combat.
Oh yeah, that's going to be stipulated right at the point of advancement that it can be spent at any time, and it's
Yeah,
for this
which is
exact
cool.
reason. Yes.
Well, then you have to give him the example story of one time this guy brought down the wrath of the villain who impaled his ass because he didn't have enough armor. Always have enough armor, ladies and gentlemen.
And luck.
Burned up all his luck.
All right, Barrick, you're basically up. Make another awareness check because you're going to be trying to find where this guy is, but the environment is changing rapidly.
Yeah. All right, a 20.
You
So
catch.
I'm like skidding to a halt as I watch,
Yeah, Ivar
Cult,
miraculously heal himself.
transform, heal a brutal scream behind me, and then clump
Yeah.
fall.
Yeah. Let me see here. There might be a faint moment. Actually, yeah. So you catch sight of where the eyeless creature stands, and he's now sitting what looks to be in this spire that is growing out as part of the back end of the courtyard. And he's just sitting there looking at this thing, tilts his head to the side, observing the obvious light show that's coming out there with John dissuaded. And you can see that he's just kind of like, he stands up from where he is, just looking at the situation. It's you can't tell if it's anger or confusion or both that seems to be like permeating him, but he's still enough that you're actually like, there he is. You have a target.
All right.
Music
Let's throw an exclamation point over his head.
Yeah.
And
Ring, ring. Yeah.
with all this energy that's flying around between the malevolent and the beneficial, how is Barrick feeling? Because you keep talking about every time he walks near an energy field, he's starting to
Try to think
acknowledge it.
that the energy that is swirling around that is causing the changes in these crystalline formations and the rest of it, try to think of it as almost as if it were dense chaos being woven in. More or less, what is starting to erupt into this world is the exact sensation of taking the thread of reality and the vast tapestry that it is and jerking it out so that these things just come unraveled into something else. It is absolutely, utterly, and completely abhorrent to the current reality you're in. And
Yeah.
then you
Okay.
have the fluctuation of energy that he is being brought forth by John, and that is the exact opposite. It is like almost as if it were like love, perfection, and reality manifesting itself right within that same chaos.
So, between the whole experience with Copperfield
Yeah.
and this, Barrick's been trying to figure out how to draw in ambient energy
Mm.
and use it, weaponize it in some way when mere bullets are not enough.
Broke it.
And so, I'm gonna take aim
Yep.
with my gun, but if I can, kind of like augment with this ambient energy and try and throw a little flavor on those bullets.
All right.
Little flavor. Little flavor flav.
Yep. So, make a will check for me, please. You're gonna have a target of 7.
Right, that is my will is 7.
Mm-hmm.
So what do I do?
You're gonna roll multiple d10, so it's gonna be 7 d10, target 7, exploding 10, and failure 1. That's good enough.
All right. My
Good
first
enough.
ever multiple 10 roll.
Yeah, because now you're pushing into it, man. Everybody's pulling out the stops. That's what I was hoping that this boss was gonna do, was make everybody push to their limits. That's the whole point. So, yeah, you pull up your weapon, you take in a deep breath, you can feel everything pulling in, and you actually siphon off some of what is coming off of Ivar's body, the ambient energy, almost like the vapors of such a thing. You end up
Well, there's that little extra.
yeah, you're just breathing it in because it's not a perfectly, it's not a perfect spell. So it has like this ambient radiation of a sort that you're drawing in. And so you hold that up. When you do that, there's actually this, like, you guys can actually see seams around Barrick's body where a lot of his bionics have actually attached or changed. You can actually see now what seems to be some kind of like bionic circuitry that's going through, so he actually causes that illumination on the skin. So he pulls that through, you focus it out, to your own surprise, you see it hit the weapon that you're holding, and it flares across on all the seams of it as well. So you're like that, you can actually feel the summation of that power going into the weapon. Take your shots.
All right.
Can you say your time is up, you dumb fuck?
It was just so perfect.
Or
To rewatch.
you have
All
the right
right.
to remain silent.
Shot 1, shot 2, shot 3, shot 4, shot 5. Are they just getting worse? Shot 6.
Kind of.
You have some
And,
luck. Why don't you kick one of those
You have
out?
one botch, so, and I don't think you
Yeah.
have any luck, right?
I have all of my luck. I didn't
Wow.
spend any luck.
Do it! This is a good time for that.
So
Unleash.
I'm just gonna re-roll that one.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Wow, that's an exploder. So you get to roll
Alright.
again.
That's a luck explode.
Yeah, so that turned a botch into a crit, and that was 18 on the dice for that one. So, okay. So, wow. Very well done.
That was weird how they were cascading downward.
The
So-
power was draining out of him.
Right, I think so. And these are AP 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are AP6. So,
Yeah.
yeah. you've got so the 1, yep, 2, 3, yep, 4 of them. So yeah, 4 shots. All it's like, so you fire the weapon, and you can feel the energy pass from point A through you to the weapon, and head out to point B. And
You've been saving that, haven't you?
Did you know you can favorite gifts?
Really?
I did not
Keep
know
us on the
that.
start.
You can click the little star over it and it saves it.
So
He's such a cable.
yeah. So as it is, you know, those the rounds that you've got put in there, you did hallowed rounds, which means that they've got the boost of, they're like 46 damage apiece
Yeah.
right now, right?
Yes.
That's what I remember it being. So it's 46 damage apiece. That means, yeah, holy crap, you hit him with 4 rounds, and that's 33 a pop, or excuse me, yeah, 33 a pop because of what you did. So you boosted it all right. So you're like, brah, 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 like the muzzle flash is coming out in an odd geometric shape, and it's all blue, and it just fires these what looks to be almost like incendiary or like tracer rounds out of it. It can't dodge any of them. Some of them, like, obviously don't penetrate based on your observance, but 4 of them get through. Damn. That was a hell of a fucking series of hits, dude. And he just gets ripped back. You can see some of what happens, like, they go through him and burst out behind on the crystalline structure throne that he's been forming for himself. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you did a fair amount of damage, dude. Well done. Christ. Gotta check the sheet here and make sure he doesn't have another penalty here.
If it wasn't for that extra healing on Ivar, I would not have thought about, hey, maybe there's a little extra floating around I can snatch.
Yeah. Yeah, well fucking done, man. Well done. Alright. Okay, so at this point, Barrick, you're gonna have to make a dodge because it looks like you pissed him off.
Sounds good. Okay. Now, do I dodge with my martial art as well, or just the straight dodge?
If you're doing a gun kata dodge, like basically you're dodging projectiles because that's what comes at you. Because you see these shards of crystal burst off of the spire.
Return fire.
Yeah, he's returning fire. So they burst off the crystal. They're approximately 5 foot in length, and they look like they have like jagged, sharp edges, and they come spinning in your direction like frisbees.
So martial arts plus dodge skill, or just martial arts, or what?
So
or the dodge rank?
Yeah, dodge rank plus your martial arts. Yep.
Okay.
Nice. And make 2 more for me because he sent off 2 other large projectiles. Nice. Damn. Alright. So, he fires off his shots. The return fire, these, what looked to be, because they were just rods that were sharpened on the edge that spun at a rapid rate, they come breaking off and launch towards where Barrick is standing. For whatever reason, he takes his shot and he leans a little bit just off, and it goes slicing just barely past where he's standing, crashing and exploding behind him. He then takes another slight turn going this way, and then he he goes into a crouch like that and goes over the top. Like he barely moves. He's not doing huge jukes. He's just going, he's just basically he tilts right, left, and then crouches down and just goes like that right over the top.
Looking like a badass.
Yep. And they just blow up behind him, and he's still got his weapon trained. So that would be you up, Riv. You can see that he fires off 3 enhanced shots of some kind, because you're actually standing up on that building, which now looks to be vaulting towards the center and coming up, so the surface of it is no longer going to be something you can stand on. Mind you, everything around right now is becoming this dark crystalline forest with these sharp spires everywhere.
Trying to think
And
of
these
what I
strange
can do.
bird-like creatures are coming out like,
Join us, please. Um,
okay.
all right. Well, I guess what I'll try. So can you give me a quick, like, from my perspective, looking down at the battlefield? Where are the people and the enemies?
There was the building that you were all standing near whenever he had the field erected. You have Ivar collapsed on the ground underneath a curled set of tines that originally held him in place, standing in front of there. And then from where you're standing, I'm going to give it to you this from your perspective, mind you, okay? So you're turning, you've got the vaulting ceiling coming up like this and spiraling out behind you, so you're kind of sliding forward. You've got Ivar just slightly to the 1 o'clock, okay? You've got John that's more close to your 11 o'clock with Barrack right next to him.
And where's the enemy?
He's up kind of behind you to your left, more to your 9 o'clock and behind. So he's kind of out of the distance like so.
Okay, so on top of the building, if it was vaulting, I would have been able to see him, but right now he's out of line of sight.
No, you can see him. Like, if you turn to your left, you can see him up and sort of behind, but he's like at your 9 o'clock, more or less. But
how far away?
9 o'clock high. Pretty far up there. He's probably getting 80 feet, 85.
Okay, so...
Granite skin again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm maintaining it, I suppose. I wish we had done the boosting power, where I could like beef it up because it's like I got the roll again. But we hadn't really discussed the details of that.
Yeah, not yet. Right now, I think that's something that could be interesting for later. I want to come out with something of almost like a burnout kind of feature.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I'd like to be able to beef it up and stuff. But yeah, so she is going to use a rune, but it doesn't do anything. Being as impulsive, she's going to be pretty pissed off that Ivar got hurt again. So she's just going to fucking blast off towards Mr. Man.
Boom! Yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah, with that strength assist, you'll clear it.
Nothing says you're getting your ass whooped like you mess with one of your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
here's what I'd like to do. Here's what I'd like to try doing, I should say. Is I want to, jump off. Based on my own knowledge of my strength, I'm pretty sure I can make it, right?
Mm-hmm.
With, like, something to spare. So I have some force behind my ability, or my body. I have become a missile.
Yeah.
So I would like to empower my gauntlet with one of my magic shots, and just hold it, and then try shooting it at point blank range when I punch.
Sure. You could also bring out your shield, try a shield smash too. You got.
Oh right, I
you've
forgot
got
about
options.
that.
Yeah. You could literally become a missile and be like, where like that. And
oh yeah, that's better. I'll be like the Titans Thunder Crash.
Literally. Yeah. You could still
awesome.
You could still do that, because this is just you're not actually, your whole body is the attack, and you can spruce it up with the magic if you wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. So one of the runes I used was because I tried activating an ability, but just reinforced my granite skin. And then, of course, the second one is I'll put out my left arm and have the shield appear as I launch off. So yeah, we're going for a bum rush.
I like it.
All right. I need an athletics or acrobatics, whichever you've got that's higher.
We'll do athletics.
All right.
Oh yeah, based on right now, right?
Yeah.
And that's how the boost plays into it, because the jump gives you your baseline jumping points, because you can do a running jump and do that like that, and then your vertical's about half that. But when you have athletics, and because you literally rolled a 40 effing 5, like, yeah, you're going to, like, 45 meters is much longer than 80 feet. So yeah, you're like, foosh, like that. You leave a partial crater when you, like, jump off. Mind you, you don't have any soles on the bottom of your shoes anymore either. So
This is
just
all
leaving,
grip.
like, perfectly crushed in footprints from where you vault.
That's right.
Yeah. I need new boots.
Yeah, she's got the problem that one of my first characters had, which is he could never stay in clothes long enough because he was invulnerable and had super strength. So he
He's
always
actually pretty close to nude right now too because
Yeah.
of the destruction of the clothes. We're not working on superhero clothes right here.
no.
It's like I remember when the Flash, like in the Flash TV show, he like sprinted and all his clothes burned off, and he was like,
Yeah.
guys, we're on the
I was always
WB."
thinking Superman, like in the Snyder movies, like the bullets would be like he'd be doing like going into space and stuff, and his suit would be just perfect. It's like, dang, I want that clothing. Like that. That is
He has
good
a
stuff.
field.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
got
is that what it is?
He's got a field around his person, yes.
Yeah.
That's how they explain how his clothes stay intact.
Yeah.
What
It's
about the Hulk, though?
radiation- It's the radiation of the sun that when he absorbs it, it like radiates out.
His aura.
Anyway, so yeah,
Yeah.
we're I'm a
Boom!
missile.
All right,
I've
so
become a physical missile.
roll your attack,
Oh.
Hey,
dude.
the Play Titan. Is
Yep.
that melee?
Yep, that's melee, dude, for sure. I gotta check something here.
Holy shit. 45?
Yeah. Yeah.
My athletics, athletic
That's what I was
skill
meaning.
is
Like,
plus 36.
you can basically determine how hardcore he goes by, like, because he's got his baseline and he rolled
God.
45 because of how strong his body is. Like, she just goes woof.
Probably makes a cracking sound around us too.
It's a comet fall charge, man.
Right? I'm digging this this combination of powers, because the granite skin makes me stronger anyway, but like makes sure that I can actually like take a hit. But then I have the super strength, so.
Yeah.
I want to see you kung fu like in the old Nintendo game. Wah, wah. You hit the characters. Wah,
Wah wah.
All right.
wah, wah.
Yeah, that's a hit, dude. He doesn't have anything he can do about it. So, you go whoosh like that. You like, you know, Barrick, you're keeping trained on the position. Same thing with John. You guys are all seeing where this is all going. Riv just goes wah! Like that, just goes straight up like she's got flight. Crashes into him, taking him completely off of his throne. Hard enough that you guys hear the impact from down below. And you actually hear this like pong, like it sounds like almost a resonating bell, but it's like that strange ethereal noise because the shield's completely energy. But there's a flash when it makes impact, and you just see him going like just spiraling down to where you guys are going to be at into the courtyard. And she goes zing, which now you're going to have to just like, you're like, you did it, you're like ha, and you're like ah, like because you've got
like-
you didn't stop, like his mass did not stop you from your trajectory.
Moving, yeah.
So
Yeah, I
what
just
was
smashed into him and kept moving.
Will Smith superhero movie?
John Hancock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hancock?
And
Where he
Hancock.
like has
Yeah,
problems
Hancock.
with landing?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what's gonna
He's
happen
like,
to Riv just
I don't
now.
fly.
He was drunk as shit all the time. That movie was great.
Really hardcore in certain areas too.
Oh no,
well-
I know what I was thinking of. The Netflix Marvel show, the detective girl. I can't think of her name.
Oh,
Jessica
Jessica Jones.
Yeah, Jessica Jones. She can theoretically fly, but she's really bad at it.
Yeah.
So she just doesn't. She just jumps and crashes into things.
Yep.
Do
Yeah,
I need to
I tried flying
make
once,
any?
didn't work out.
What rolls do I need to make to see how I land or where I land?
Well, what's your
Oh,
hand-to-hand
damn it.
damage first of all?
My hand to hand.
Mm-hmm.
40.
40. Okay. So there's that. So mind you, you were also traveling a good 60 miles an hour, something like that. So that's this. And Then he crashes and hits the ground.
Yep, that's actually a perfect representation of how she's feeling right now.
Yep.
But you're still granite skinned, right?
Yep. And
Okay, good.
and I'm tough. Like because the body generates how much health you have. I have like 200 something health.
Oh, nice.
Like-
Where was the outsider actually at in the setup?
He was raising himself above the battlefield, looking down on all of it as everything was being changed. Until
So he's just in open air.
well, he's falling now. No, he was sitting on. He had created a spire that was growing really tall,
Got it.
and he was sitting on this like makeshift throne that he was conjuring himself. It's very clear that's what he was doing. Well, now playing King of the Hill with Riv has made him hit the dirt. So she had shot up. He tried to juke, so she hit him like right here, causing him to just go, not like flying straight backwards or anything, but he ends up being hit and just rolls down, like completely does that nasty corkscrew uncontrolled spin, hitting ground where, like near where the pond is at this point, that's still burbling up with that strange liquid. But you can tell that he's like shifting out because he pushes up like this. You can still see the rebar there, but now it's like bent and kind of like out and around in this odd hook out in front.
God damn it.
But he's like standing
Like a
up.
Christmas ornament.
Yeah, so now he's down on ground level again. Everybody can make an awareness save Riv because she's busy. But Riv, go ahead and make another athletics because that's what you're going to have to roll to try and stick the landing. And hopefully not smush a bystander depending on how far you're going.
40?
So you're like, whoosh, and you're just like, shh, like, you clear almost 120 feet. So you're like,
Just
oh shit!
Ping
Like,
ponging.
yeah, you're just like, so you come screaming down. You're like, this building will get me. You come right through the roof, okay? And you go, boosh, right down, big plume of dust. You catch the glimpse of a very surprised squatter. You're just like, for like a split second, he's just kind of like that. It's really, boom, like that, down all the way to the bottom floor. And you just kind of do this crunch. You actually feel your hips and body just kind of go crunch. And you're still in a crouch. And then you just stand up and you can hear the snap, crackle, pop of like your joints as if you'd been like, you know, not exercising or stretching enough. And you just kind of like pop back into place. And then you're ready to come back.
Wow. So Scott's elf eyes are gonna see it all.
Well, here's the funny thing. All three of us hit 28.
Yeah, that's very weird.
It's a trifecta.
I like it. We all just like made eye contact with each other.
I really want to know what Ivar's doing. Like, is he like laying on the ground like, motherfucker?
Well, he's like,
I live
yeah,
again.
yeah, he's laying on the ground going like, the hell? Like you actually felt yourself leaving the body. Like you're like, oh, that's it, I'm done. Thank God. Ah, shit, and then whoop, you're like, damn it!
Colt grabbed you, shoved you back in.
It's the ending of Deadpool 2 when he dies, and she's like, you can't stay here.
Yeah, so you're basically coming back to consciousness. But man, you're gonna be hungry. Holy shit. He just sped you through like 6 months of rehab, like, and did it perfectly.
Yeah, you know what? Just for the visual and everyone's imagination, the way I imagine it is Ivar's having his out-of-body experience. He's leaving his body, and then he hears a growl. He looks down, and there's just darkness, and then he just sees two red eyes open, and it's like, no! Then pulls him back in.
Every time I try to get out, they keep pulling me back.
Yeah.
So you'll be shifting up. You hear this like, ugh, like that as the guy just hits ground, landing on the
We're
concrete.
brutalizing him.
Yeah.
Yeah, how much damage did he take?
He took a little over 100 with that. And that's like through all of his armor and the rest of it, because, you know, more or less you have the momentum of her strike, the shield, the fact that she was boosting it with her strength, and then his impact on the ground after the fact. So, yeah.
Damn,
Right.
dude.
Yeah, right now He is hurting. Hurting bad. Oh, so... so he's like pushing himself up, and it's kind of like Ivar and him both are at the same speed. This is the interesting thing, because Ivar is starting to sit up like, like that, and he's doing the same bit, pushing himself up off the ground. Ivar, it's going to take you one more round to get like collected because of the amount of damage that your body's been through, but you're just going to be like, because you're sitting up kind of dumbfounded. You know, you can still see the ends of those same spines still quite glistening with your own blood on it.
Yeah, because Ivar doesn't know how he's back. So I'm assuming Ivar's just sitting there with this look of like...
Right, you can see the gory holes in your shirt, your bathrobe, like you see it, but there's nothing wrong.
I am immortal.
Yeah, he's died 3 times now, I think.
So now it's Ivar the Immortal.
Yeah.
Ivar needs like a reverse 9 lives. It's like
Whereas before he was Ivar the Irresistible, Ivar the Insatiable,
Ivar the Inevitable.
God.
He's like the Mad Titan. I am inevitable.
so he just goes like this. I am drunk.
Yeah.
How do you want to use your reality shift? I want to be drunk. Shit, piss drunk.
All right, so John, you're next.
The box. So,
The box.
I guess we're gonna do. Do. We're gonna roll tactics.
Okay.
Tactic and occult on the box.
All right.
So, tactics for the assessment of is the box irreparable? If it's repairable, or what it would take, we'll use the occult.
Well, you're gonna have to make an occult roll to find out if it's functional. It is definitely damaged.
Okay. 17. No. We're using luck.
Do you have luck left?
I've got 4 luck left.
He's lucky.
Yeah,
So,
1 to
I'm like
boost,
this.
2 to reroll.
I'm gonna do 2 to reroll. So he's spent 8 luck total. He's down to. He's down to just 2 luck. Shit. Of course, that's when the ones start coming in.
I say just press 1, just use 1 to bump that up to a 19.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's just use the 1 then. Fair point, thank you, Stone. So he's at 7 luck, and he's gonna just bump that to 19.
Okay. And that was your occult?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's damaged. There's a good chance it's probably a non-functional device at the moment. So, you know, the only thing you've got in your mind is whether or not the shoebox has any chance.
The shoebox.
Yeah, because Ivar's been talking about his damn shoebox a lot and keeps wanting to use it. And so you kind of have that, like, minor light bulb moment, like, wait, does he still have that stupid shoebox?
Remember,
So
Ivar has been studying that box and all the formulas.
So
He
just
had been making it on his own. He just had a few gaps.
So you just kind of see like the maw open up, and like blood kind of pouring from the maw, and it just is this ricketous like scowl, and he just like and like just tosses the contents aside, and then just kind of just moves. But as he moves, it's almost like you can just see the smoke kind of just trailing as he's moving as quickly as he can. Ivar.
Okay. So
And he's going to for the shoebox, I guess.
well, you've got Ivar who's like clamoring to consciousness, and you start rifling around on him to see if he's got something.
And he
You won't find it.
basically he's just not quite yelling at Ivar, just your shoebox, give it to me.
That was my mother's name.
Oh no.
As Ivar goes, Martha?
Why did you say that name?
Shoot me.
Ivar's still trying to piece together everything that's going on. He's like,
And so you kind of see like the ship of like this demonic like blood dripping down, and you just kind of see like this an armored version of the bastard.
wait.
He's got-
Are you dripping blood?
He was
Yeah.
yes.
All right.
Touch it.
Ivar,
reach
you just
up.
see Ivar reach up. Like he sees the blood, he looks at his ring, and he kind of like reaches up towards the blood that's coming out of whatever the hell John is right now. Does it have to be close to it, or does it have to be in it to actually absorb?
It just needs to be like make some kind of contact. Like if it touches your hand, the ring will absorb it.
It's
Well,
dripping in a.
Ivar's like
arc.
almost like staring at him, like trying to figure out what's going on, but then sees the blood and makes this realization. He just reaches out and how much does it recharge his ring?
As long as it's contiguous, it will actually fill it up.
So he just kind of switches into the bastard, but it's like an armored version of the bastard, where the skin is just that kind of polished black metal with the red eyes and just like this a cock smile, and he's got like a metal bowler on the top of his head, just tilted to the side. It's just, look, I need the fucking shoebox. Focus, Ivar. Shoebox. Shoebox. We need to. He's just basically repeating, shoebox. Give me the shoebox.
You want shoebox? My magic shoebox?
For fuck's sake, Ivar, get the fucking shoebox.
Barrick,
Why do you need Ivar's shoebox?
Barrick, you've got an
Can I use it?
opportunity right now to start shooting the shit out of this guy because he's landed on the ground. He's trying to negotiate for the box, and even though it's technically his initiative, he's busy. So he's got an argument with Ivar to deal with. So, Barrick, make your shots, dude. I'm sure you're going to be trying to pull it out.
Loading it up.
And he loaded it up.
Barrick
He loaded
suddenly
up and loaded out.
disappears.
Yeah, I pressed the wrong button.
Yes, you did.
For end of the world spell, press Control Alt Delete.
Oh, that was funny.
You see
Yeah.
this big red button here? Don't push it.
My bad. I was like, copy. Oops, no, that's a Q. All right. Shot one.
Oh God,
Damn, dude.
I think Barrick is finally getting to a point where he's like, finally.
Shot two. Shot three. Shot four. Shot five. Shot six. And the exploder. Got a 4.
Nice. Okay. Are you gonna try and amp it again?
Yeah, if I still can, if there's any of the residual.
You saw it work the first time. You're not skilled enough in magic to make an assessment as to whether or not it won't work. You're like, I don't know, try it again.
77 T7 E10 F1. How do you guys do this?
Copy paste.
Yeah.
Looks like it didn't work that time.
Didn't work this time. No problem.
Yeah, so it's just you just feel it try, but then it just fails. But your shots hit true. You see him just standing back up. The sluggishness in his movement is there. You can still see some of the rounds make impact without making any real true penetration, while 3 of them do. and it just hits him like this. He's growling, and it's like slow growls. Yep. Jesus. So he takes the hits, and he's just standing back, and he's just looking around. He's kind of like this, looks at the rest of you, and he just kind of like gets this shit-eating grin on his face. And he's marred, like really, truly marred. And you see, pulse wave comes out from his person. You guys feel this rocking in the ground under your feet. And he's like, been fun. I mean it. Like that, and just that tower that he was standing on, you see it shatter and crumble, and it starts to fall right towards the courtyard.
Oh,
So you
he's
see
just
this-
throwing a building at you guys.
Yeah.
I say you guys because I'm out of the fight right now.
Yep.
I'm somewhere else.
You're out in Jersey, like, with binoculars. Oh, it sucks for them.
Yep. So, yeah, you feel the shock wave from underneath, and you know you've got Ivar. You're picking him up, and you feel that same shock wave. John, Riv, you see the spires. You're trying to make your way back. You see it suddenly shake and then start to collapse as you're running back towards the same battlefield. Now it's a matter of what the hell y'all are gonna do about it.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do?
I think it's
Gotta run the
evac
fuck out of
time.
here. Yeah. Get the hell out of Dodge.
So if Barrett can still move on his turn, since he's been,
This is
standing
going to.
still,
This is one of those moments where it's just like, yeah, you guys can all move. Like,
I'm gonna
This
Grab
is like encounter's
someone and-
over. It's time to move.
Can,
start running.
Can Ivar just open his portal and take John to a safer place?
you've got 120-foot range from where you sit, so yes.
So Ivar just kind of looking around. Here's this shoebox thing. His danger sense is flaring. He's just, what am I rolling to open?
120 feet above.
No, to just move us to the least danger spot.
Out and
Night
away,
City.
120 feet from where you are now, straight in the opposite direction of the building. That's basically
Great.
the best thing you got.
The Prometheus school of running away from things.
Yep.
Mhm.
What's my target to be able to move as many of my compadres as possible?
Well, your target's going to be a 9 because you're befuddled, but you'll need at least 2 successes outside of yourself, so 3. Got 1.
Oh, he got an exploder.
Yep.
He got 2 actually.
2. Mm-hmm.
2 successes.
So I can move Ivar. Can I move John with that and,
Yes.
and leave Barrett behind since he's?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peace out.
Ivar, because I'm assuming John's got his back, and this building's coming right towards him, and Ivar's just like,
Yep.
and
Like that, you guys literally just vanish, and then you're on top of something else. You see the atmosphere change, and you're on top of a roof of like a good 3/4 of a block some other direction, and you're just kind of like looking around as you see this thing coming down, and you've got Barrick who's gonna be trying to hoof it. You know, are you just gonna pick are you gonna go 3 o'clock or 9? Which direction?
Yeah, Barrick's just gonna activate his Heelys and zip out. So yeah, with a sprint of 60,
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna
You're just
point
like
away.
ah! Like that. You fucking make like
But
a
I'll
Mar-
make sure,
Yeah, right.
Do
the
the
fucking-
Naruto run. Yeah, it makes you run faster. Yeah.
we have to run with a knife in your hand, right? Isn't that the
yeah.
Half-Life 2 rule of running?
point it down.
You have to run with a knife because it makes you go faster.
Well,
Yeah.
he books it out,
It's
and
lighter.
you've got the creature, and then it's like, "This world's mine. It's only a matter of time." Like that. It's like you can hear it in your head, and you can
And
feel that same alien, freaky voice.
And Ivar just shouts back, "Why don't you just want to talk with us? We just wanted to have conversation, you little fuck."
Right. Oh, it's like, and everybody just gets like, "It's mine!" Like that, right as it blows like the building just hits ground. There's this rumble, huge explosion of debris in all these directions, and like it stops at this point. In terms like just after all of that, you can see a swelling of aerial vehicles starting to come this way just because of the sheer dramatic force with which all this is happening. And
Right.
with that plume coming up, it obscures the sky. And then you have this like whoosh, like that as Mr. Douglas Jones is like, the fuck is happening? Like
It's time for us to go. We did not succeed in mission.
And then Bastard looks at him and says, no, the shoebox. You can make it work. I know you can. I give you
Oh,
my
you want the
power."
shoebox? And all of
I
a sudden, Ivar just reaches out into reality and his hand disappears. And out of reality, he just pulls the shoebox. And says, do you have the other box with you so I can look at it?
Are you serious right now?
Yes, my box is incomplete.
I don't.
Yes, remember you grabbed it.
listen, all of you need to
Because
get out of the
the
area.
outsider disappeared. The guy's not still there.
And he said, fine. And then he's gonna use some correspondence to
I mean-
teleport the box into his hands.
Yeah, right now, Ivar has never opened the shoebox.
Mhm.
Okay.
Would
So
you like
he's gonna
Ivar
do-
to open and see what happens?
Give me maybe as he said, half a second, and then we're gonna use some correspondence. So we're going to use 4 SFR. We're gonna be down to 6 SFR total. And he's going to try to transport the box he discarded in like anger because it was broken.
Yeah.
Why would you get rid of it? That is the only box we have. I could not finish shoebox without it. And Mr. Gray and Mr. Douglas would not let Ivar look at it. I kept telling them, give it to me. I will make shoebox work. No, they did not trust Ivar. I need the box.
You do have some tendencies.
The
What's
more
my
high
target?
pitched Drew gets with this voice in particular, all I can hear is fucking Despicable Me.
Drew becomes Gru.
Yeah,
What's my target?
he's become Gru. Light
What's the
bulb.
target?
Target's gonna be a 9. That thing just got buried by a huge crystalline building.
I'm going to use luck to get rid of that 1, so I'm down to 2 luck.
Damn, dude.
So 1 degree success.
Okay. You managed to pull it back, but the thing is destroyed.
It's like, oh, see, this is why I got rid of the fucking
No,
thing.
no, 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 no. Hold on.
This is why John got rid of it in the first place. I don't remember personalities. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I'm
Ivar just
delusional.
looked at this box. He doesn't, because Ivar's seen it in. Ivar has seen certain things. He's seen the box intact, and he's seen it starting to work.
Yes.
And now he sees it in pieces.
And you've seen the plans.
I've seen almost all of the plans. It wouldn't let me see the last part. Can Ivar? Why, yes, he can.
Oh shit.
It's
Ivar
exploding.
wants to look at this and see if he can take that broken piece of shit, use the pieces of it to finish off his shoebox, and almost boost the power of the shoebox and then just open it and see if we can suck this motherfucker in it.
Well, I mean... yeah.
So let's start with one thing at a
Spellmending.
time.
So,
Can Ivar?
he can definitely give it a shot. I mean...
Could
you-
we almost, in a sense, could John help Ivar and we basically put together and create a magnet to suck this thing in? Attuned
You don't
to
even
this
really know what the
outsider
hell
box.
this fucking shoebox is gonna do. Like, you haven't tested it in its current form, so I don't know.
Great. What's my target?
Just make
And
it. Just
this is how
just
the
make it a
black
9,
hole formed.
right? Quantum singularity. Not like he hasn't already pulled that one once.
So basically, what Drew and I were talking about was kind of what we were discussing in the chat, which is taking the correspondence slow time thing that has and creating a magnetic force to our ghost trap,
Mm-hmm.
and basically creating a magnetic gravitational pull, so like it can't not be sucked straight into the trap.
Right.
Error. What the hell's my error?
I don't know, but that seems like IFR's mind in one strange sentence.
And
Capital T.
L1T9. John, are you going to help me with this?
He's going to have to.
Oh, no, I don't think I can use my,
Your auto.
No, I have my, I have my pendant of paradox that lets me, but this isn't paradox we're dealing with.
No. Yeah, it doesn't apply here.
Yeah.
Either way, you've still got Douglas on the back end. You clear that, so Barrick is at the closest point of impact, and when you're running away from this building, as they're still trying to dingle with this box, you're like full-on Running Man, just like coming right out of there. You hop up, parkour over a building. This thing crashes right behind you, and you're running fast, but the plume just covers the hell out of you. You're just like so, and you're like like that. It's like it's coming through. There are various pieces of debris that come flying past, and you finally clear. You hit down into street level, and you're still running, but you see the smoke coming up, and you've got Mr. Douglas on the inside. It's like, team, be advised, you have authorities coming this way. God damn it.
No shit, Douglas.
You need to leave now.
Seems reasonable.
Yep, and you get the same thing, Riv. And you're just like running back, and of course everybody's kind of like scattered about. And it's just like, I need a sit rep. Anyone injured, dead.
Not anymore.
Good.
Ivar high-fived God again and came back.
I don't know how he does it.
Every time I go to see God, he always sends me back. I don't understand.
Maybe he's sick of you pissing on his furniture as well. Just get back to base.
John, can you help me here with the box, or should we just go?
He's gonna attempt to help Ivar and then split with the rest of the party, or try to extract himself with the rest of the party. So what does he need to do with the boost?
What does he need to do? Well, he can just roll on your. You can pick an applicable like setup and see exactly what. You can see exactly what it is that he might be missing and try to match it. In this case, you can just boost him by using. Excuse me. I can't remember the name of it right now for some dumb reason. It's the Prime. Prime. Effing Prime. That one.
So because of the whole gravitational and thing, he's gonna put correspondence into it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wants to create that. So we're gonna do 5 air attack.
Okay.
So we're going max.
You out now?
I've got 1 left. Literally just 1 stupid SFR left. I've never gone slow.
Wow.
It was a great fight. We basically got a draw.
Which is a lot to ask for considering who we were fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we had to
Then
do
calls us
massive
12.
damage multiple times.
He calls us 12 friends.
5d10, explode 10, fail 1, target 9.
Yeah.
Not our day.
I'm going to use 1 bit of luck. I'm
Okay.
down to 1 luck now.
So you have one success on that?
Yeah, I have one success.
Okay. So, as it stands, you're going to try and what? Just diagnose it or reassemble it?
Reassemble it.
Alright, so you're basically focusing on reassembling it. You've got Ivar doing it, and the complexity of the device is such that it's pulling together, but it's taking a long time to do. Like, you're trying to find the material and more or less using correspondence at an infinitesimal level to reassemble it like it's some sort of jigsaw puzzle, and then whatever wasn't already still present because it was all blown all over the place, you have to recreate the structures yourself using certain matter.
How long would that take?
A long time, with one success anyway.
Ivar at this point just says, "Here, watch," and he opens the shoebox and chucks the shit in and closes it.
It's just.
So he's like that. He goes, "Poof," there's like this minor light coming from the inside. And he's like, it's like, "Poof," like that, and just.
Fine. And he said, "Come on, Ivar, get us out of here."
And
You see
that
this,
is
like,
Ivar's.
Like that. As this AV starts to actually come in from top level, and it sliding door. You've got, huh?
What was my target to transport multiple people again? It was 9.
Yeah.
It was 9.
Damn.
Who are you trying to transport exactly?
Well, since Ivar looks like a bum, is there a good chance he can talk his way out of this thing? Otherwise, he was just going to try and move.
Oh,
He was going to.
it's your guys' AV that's coming down. If that's what you're talking about.
Yep, Barrick's gonna like.
Yep. He's gonna parkour his
Snap,
ass
Riv.
over there. You know, and Riv, you'll be seeing it because you'll still be like pounding feet to get to where it's at because you can see the AV coming down. So you guys are all getting ready to
Oh.
evac.
So Ivar's trying to open this portal to get us away from what he thought was the cops.
No.
And then as he's opening, he looks up and goes, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah.
Ivar
Let's
probably
go.
thinks summoned the AV or something.
We should go.
And you got Alex
Come
pulling
down.
it open. He's just sort of like, and you know, this plume of smoke is still coming in, and you know, it's one of those things where it's like you can definitely tell that they're on a rush because Alex is like, time to go.
Yes, it is time to go.
And you guys start to haul in.
As the other AVs come in to, you know, check the scores for the body lotto.
Yeah, no kidding. But you guys go hauling in. He's just like, let's go. You've got Barrick coming up last just afterwards, or like second to last. And then Rib's like, boom, comes up and starts running across this, like, the flat top. And you've got Alex like, the fuck is that? Like, he doesn't. And she comes crawling in and goes "Brrrt," like that. And of course, all of her clothing is like shredded. And he's like, what the hell happened? Like that, and shuts the door. And you can feel the AV
Barrick
take
will
off.
take off his trench coat and offer it to Riv.
Yeah.
And John.
Very thankfully take it.
Alex had never seen John in this form, so he just kind of turns his metal head to him and says, "Move fast." And that little chitinous laughter just fills the compartment.
Yeah. So you got Douglas over comms. It's like, we're going to need the debrief. What's the status on the prison? Was it successful?
We've reached a draw, and the prison needs to be made stronger.
Understood. We'll have to discuss it when you get back for debrief.
Collapsed a city block on us.
By the way, going back to Ivar's occult roll of earlier of 31, does Ivar know what needs to be done to make this thing, like, work with his shoebox now?
He might be able to once you get the chance to actually settle in and use the laboratory. So if you can hit the
Yeah.
war room, you'll probably be able to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, guys managed to make it out of there. Surprisingly, no one died, even though it came very close to that. I've been holding off since we've been pushing sessions. I think you guys have earned easily 75 IP for sure. Because it's been at least 2 to 3 sessions, all of which were insane.
Isn't that amazing? I can see you reading it, Scott.
Uh-huh.
You have to open up the original.
Oh
to
yeah,
see the
I
whole
love
thing.
it.
Oh, that one.
Well, but okay,
It's actually
but in the context,
it's a context because he did it the other way around once.
yeah, but the context here is that that's Ivar. The cat is Ivar, and the picture of the cat about the Pokemon is when
Rando.
John saved him.
So what I was hoping to be able to do with Ivar, by the way, is him almost like just laying there pissed off, and then he stopped all the atoms around the outsider and then sped them up to the speed of light and launched them right at the center of the outsider. The only problem with that is I realized afterwards it'd create an atomic blast, so that probably wouldn't have been so good.
Ooh, I love Rando Wiz so goddamn much.
So
That's the
much.
funniest.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what
the
caused this
best.
most recent. His faces are like my brain, just like onto a page. Just that is
Yes.
my thing. I cannot stress enough how funny I think that is.
Oh, there we go. Now it's gonna kill my
I
stream.
love that when his dad's in it.
Yeah, his dad's a badass.
That was fun.
That was super fun.
Yeah, I really enjoy those kinds of things, and there's a lot more of that to come. It's only gonna get more intense. So
Yeah, how do you ramp it up from dropping a building on us?
Don't
Okay.
ask him
Well,
that.
I was talking to my wife and I was saying how, and she does not care at all. But I was telling her how in D&D they've been working to make combat shorter, right? Because it can just like drag and drag and drag. And I'm like, but then like we'll play Shadows and we'll do like half of a fight in 2 hours, and it
Yeah, and they're
doesn't
amazing.
drag. It doesn't feel like. And I think part of it is the amount of time per person per turn. We're not doing 20 turns.
Mm-mm.
We're doing 2
Yep.
each, right? Like,
Make your turn worth it.
Each person is spending 5 to 10 minutes doing their turn, and it makes it just cinematic.
But
so
it's
much.
not only that we're doing our turn, but our turn invites the other players to come in and join on our side.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
D&D, like, here's what I'm doing.
Yeah, and if you're lucky,
I
it
did
coordinates. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was me the other day.
Scott, Clorox wipes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that
what?
was a when
I
you
forgot
mistake
about
the
that
wet
one.
wipes. when you mistake the wet wipes and grab the Clorox wipes instead.
Ooh.
It was a rough day.
Everyone else's faces are so.
Gotta, like, kill this real quick and then come back. Okay, maybe that'll stop it from chicken out. Okay, yeah, good. I'm stop tracing.
Dude, the trick, if you want to quit and then come right back, you get an instant crit. That's what happens.
Yeah, no, like
You got to reload your crits.
yeah, like in this particular way, like the way that this goes, I mean, give a little bit of stretching here and there in terms of like certain elements of the fight, but yeah, all in all, 2 sessions full combat, but it has you with rapt attention because the whole
Yeah.
scheme of it really just drills you in. You can't stop but be zeroed in and be focused because everybody's attack can change the way that the battle goes, even if it doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and we definitely could have. Okay, Barrick's going to take 6 shots. Roll, 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 roll. Like, my turn's done in 45 seconds, right? We definitely could have a turn like that.
Yeah.
There's a
I thought it was the 10 o'clock rule, and you're just like, I'm out.
All right, 75 more IP.
Yep.
I've got so much IP to spend now. My God.
So,
Well,
Next,
she'll either have one hell of
the-
a rapturous epiphany, or she'll spend it some other time.
No, when we're driving on Sunday, when I'm taking your kids back. Let's talk through these powers.
Sounds good to me.
I've got 232 IP to use.
230.
Yeah, I think I can make my gauntlets badass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
could.
can actually turn off all of my boosted power. Oh, everything went down.
Oh shit. No, I really enjoy that, and like I said, I also have a fact. I love the fact that this boss was actually somebody that you guys could contend with. And not only that, but I gotta say the fact that one enemy survived all of you in some manner is pretty impressive.
Well, and the fact that it was like 3 different times we did some really badass shit to it too.
Yep.
Like really
Yeah, but he did the
large
same
hits.
thing to us. Remember, his opening salvo almost killed all of us.
That's true.
Just
So I
gotta-
mean, we're weak machine, little meat things.
Yeah, I mean you're squishy once you take the defenses away, but that's the thing is he's got to find a
Yeah.
hole in your
We're
defense.
Walter White. This is just Breaking Bad.
Is Ivar in his tidy whities?
Pretty much.
Always.
All right, well, I'll talk to you guys later. Have
All
a
right,
good
man.
evening.
And
GG,
Take
Good
care.
everyone.
night.
you know,
Woo.
I almost see Ken's shield as an upgrade. It can take different formations.
It probably could, and I've been thinking about that too for a lot of different reasons. Just because it'd be fun. Like I just like doing this shit because it's fucking fun. I make it more challenging for myself to have enemies kind of come up with solutions that can handle that, but it's still fucking fun.
But you do a nice job of getting the villain to a point where they go, I'm out.
Yeah.
And they retreat. Which just causes them to, 1, hate us more, and 2, respect us more.
Yeah.
With hate.
Yeah. Well, and the thing about that is that that's what it takes. It's not like they're sitting there going like, I must be all honorable. No, it's like I want to win. So if I can't win this fight, I'll dip out if they can't stop me. And it's like I'll dip out and try again later when they're not expecting me.
Yeah.
You know, they'll be cheap about it, and they have no bones about doing so. So, all right. Well, I think I'm going to kill the stream here. Thanks to everybody watching, and we'll see you next Thursday. Also, be looking out for more crazy stuff throughout the week, as I'm planning on streaming a lot more. So.